Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is K-Shine and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another story time, and because I have the same outfit on, y'all know exactly what I'm about to talk about. This is the part 2 to last week's story time. I am pre-recording because I got some shit that I gotta do, and I want to make sure y'all got some videos up. So that's why I got the same outfit on and the same look. Y'all already know the drill. Same outfit, different content. So this is the part 2. So make sure you watch last week's story time first. I'm going to link it down below before you watch this story time, just so you know exactly what is going on. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kshine with 3 E's. Y'all, come on. Let's hop right into the story time. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Like I said, make sure you watch the other story time first. So, I left off at the part where we were still at the club. So, you know, we at the club. We jamming. We having a good old grand time, right? So mind you, like I said, that little incident with Chad, what's his name? I call him Chad. Was Scrap. Why do I call that man Chad? The incident with Scrap kind of happened as soon as we kind of came into the club. So a minute went by. We back to turn up and stuff. Nothing happened. So I'm thinking we good. The girlfriend, I mean not the girlfriend, but the girl probably told her boyfriend it was nothing, or maybe she spilled the drink by accident and we just filled it up. Like I'm thinking she keeping shit cool, copacetic, everything is good, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Like it ain't gonna be no drama. Everything is good. Little do I know. Like we was at the booth for a minute. Certain stones, I can't talk today. Certain songs came on, and me and my boo thing, we would go to the dance floor, and like I would dance with him, and then Chaotic and my homegirl that he was dancing with earlier, we would all go to the dance floor and kind of dance and stuff, go back to the booth, back and forth. Now at some point, y'all know, your girl right here, we got to use the bathroom. Like, I got to use the bathroom and stuff like that. So, I get my homegirl or whatever. I go back to the booth, get my other 2 homegirls. I'm like, y'all, I got to go to the bathroom. Let's go to the bathroom. So, I go to the bathroom. Who do I see in the bathroom? I'm going to just say the girlfriend, because it turned out that why do I want to call this man Chad? The girl that, y'all, it be so hard. Keep it up with names, my bad. The girl that Scrap was talking to, the boy that she was talking to was her boyfriend. So I'm going to just call her girlfriend because it's too many names. So the girlfriend is in there. So I'm like, you know, at this point I'm drunk. So, you know, I'm like, so she see us. She like, hey, y'all, like y'all lit. I'm like, yeah, girl, you lit too. I see you over there dance or whatever. She was like, yeah, like I'm just turning up. It's my boyfriend, birthday or whatever. Like, you know, thank you for helping me with that dude. I don't know where that dude came from, but that nigga was weird. So I was just like, oh yeah, like, you know, I don't know either. I don't know that nigga. So, you know, whatever. Because mind you, Scrap he kept standing off to the side. Like, he couldn't really fit in the booth, I guess. Like, a lot of people was spilling out the booth. So, people was just around it or, like, in front of the table and stuff. So, he never was really in the booth. He was just over there. So, I was just acting like he was with the people that was next to us or something. I don't know. I ain't trying to act like I know this nigga, right? So we in there talking and laughing. She all cool and stuff. So we in there, we using the bathroom. We leave out. So we go back to dance and we having a good time, y'all. So by the time it was time for the club to let out, me and my boo thing and Chaotic and them, we was still like over by the dance floor. So basically it was like our booth, meaning the cousin booth, 2 more booths, like 2 or 3 more booths, the girlfriend and the boyfriend booth, and by they booth, they was right on the end. They booth was right next to the dance floor. So we on the dance floor dancing, right? So when, you know, they start playing, it's time to go. Dum, dum, dum. Boom, 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 boom. It's time to go. You know, they start playing that. So the lights and stuff started coming on or whatever. So I see the girlfriend and the boyfriend talking. So we about to walk over back to our booth, and I hear the nigga was like, yeah, I got something for that nigga in the parking lot. So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe he not talking about, you know, no, what's going on. Maybe he could be talking about anything. And I heard the girlfriend was like, yeah, because he was already trying to talk to me over there about a bar. And I told him I had a nigga. He wasn't trying to hear. And he called me a bitch over there. So the boyfriend talking to, you could tell I see him doing like this to like the other guys that was in the booth. So I told my boo, I'm like, you hear him? And my boo was like, yeah. Like, you know, I'm like, that nigga, they definitely plotting on Scrap. Like, they plotting on him. Like, you know, it's definitely time to go. So I'm like, fuck. Like, they about to plot on this thing. It's about to be some shit. Oh my God. Like, I ain't drive my car. So you know, my boo thing walk over there and start telling Chaotic and everybody, like, even though Chaotic was there, Chaotic so goofy, he wasn't paying attention. So, you know, he started telling Scrap, like, yeah, them niggas is plotting on y'all, so be on y'all P's and Q's when we get out. Like, you know, he telling them, giving them a little pep talk, telling them, cause, like, telling all this homeboys. So, you know, homeboys, like, who, what, where, when, why, who, like, they saying, like, who we talking about. So, you know, my boo thing, like,
You know, don't look, but the nigga over there with the orange shirt, like in that last booth, like, look at the niggas he with, cause them the niggas that probably trying to go run up on us.
so I'm like, oh my God, I don't feel like running tonight. I was having a good time. My God, we in the hood. We don't know. I don't got time. Like, I'm over here about to cry. I'm sad because I don't feel like this. I don't feel like this. Like, especially for Scrap, like, oh my God, I got tired. Like, you know, I'm crying because, no, I ain't really crying, but I'm crying in the inside. It's an inside cry. That's what New York said.
I've never seen someone cry with the tears not coming out, so I just want to make sure you're okay.
Because it's an inner cry, bitch. My heart is crying.
I'm crying on the inside because it's just like I had a good night. Like, why do we have to end like this? So I'm telling them, like, not on no scary shit though, but I'm like, y'all, let's go, let's leave out before them because we closer to the door. So I'm like, by the time they make it out, we should already be gone. Like, come on, like, let's go, let's go. But the other homeboys act like they gotta prove a point. Like, we're not running from nobody. We're not running. I'm like, it's not about running. We're not running, but let's just go. We don't got no reason to linger anyways. Like, what the fuck? We not running. Irritating. So, you know, so they trying to, some of them taking their time, and it's making my boo thing take his time because he like,
You know, I gotta make sure my cousins is straight, make sure all my people making it in the car.
and I'm like, like I'm getting mad, like, oh my God, whatever. So he automatically give me his keys, you know, because he was like,
You know, the security, like, the security is our family, so.
you know, they trying to stay back by the security. They trying to tell the security what's going on or whatever. So they trying to linger back and wait for the dudes to come out. So I'm like, now y'all looking for trouble. Like, why do y'all have to wait for them to come out? Like, let's just go. It's not a big deal. Like, y'all about to fight over nothing. So they talking to the security. So they over by the door talking to the security. And I'm looking at my boo thing. I'm like, look, babe, like, no, I'm not doing this with you. So he light up his car. He give me his keys. He like,
Go ahead, y'all go get in the car or whatever. Like, it ain't even about to be nothing, baby. Like, we good. Like, it ain't about to be nothing. This my people's shit. Go get in the car.
so I'm like, okay, yeah, I am. Because I am about to go get in the car. Because no, what the fuck? Like, I'm definitely not about to sit out here and stand over here with y'all niggas. Like, actually, I'm about to go get in your car and I'm about to pull off and drive it. And I come back to pick you up. Like, what you mean? While I'm taking the keys, y'all, all I know is, because mind you, it's so many of them. Let's say it's about 6 dudes, and it's still other females and women and everything over there. So it's 3 security guards. Mind you, it's only one way out. It's only one exit. So 2 of the securities is posted up by the like right outside the door, but they kind of on the wall. My boo is kind of like in the middle of them with chaotic laughing, like they all laughing, kicking and whatever. Scrap is like next to them, but it's like a couple people in front of them. Like my boo and them is linked up on the wall, and Scrap is kind of like off, like in front of them, but off the wall, like kind of like just in that aisle way. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but like in that way. And then like the rest of they bros is like kind of like around and everything. One is over here, one over there. I don't know. They scattered shit. So as I'm taking the keys, y'all, I guess one of the boys that girlfriend was with, like mind you, I couldn't even see. I couldn't remember how all of the guys that was in that booth was looking. Like I don't remember how they looked. So I guess I guess this was one of the guys that she was with, but I didn't know. Like I said, because I didn't know how all the guys looked in the booth. Somebody, all I know is they ran up and they socked Scrap right in the face. Scrap instantly dropped. Soon Scrap drop, of course, all of them run up. Mind you, you got my boo, you got chaotic, you got the security guard, because the security guards is they family. You got the security guards, and then you got the other 5 or 6 dudes that was with them. They all run up. So it was only one dude up there first. Mind you, the one dude that was up there wasn't even the boyfriend to the girlfriend. So next thing you know, I see the boyfriend because I see that orange shirt. So I see the boyfriend. So I see all them fights. So I'm grabbed. So at first, I was kind of looking a little bit like, cause you know, I was already in the mix, but I started backing up, like looking, cause I'm trying to see what is what. So I started kind of looking or whatever. So I grabbed my homegirls. I'm like, let's go, like let's go. Like I'm not, like they don't need help, because at first I only seen 2 boys that was from the other clique, because I don't know, I guess they figured Scrap wasn't really with nobody. I'm not sure. So it was only 2 of them at first. So it's 2 of them and all of my boo thing people. So I'm thinking like they got it. They can hold their own, like they straight, whatever. So I started start walking towards the car, y'all. I hear them fighting. I just hear all this scruffling, because you know how you be scruffling, like, or moving around on dirt. You hear all that little noise or whatever. So, mind you, at this point, because it's a fight, a lot of cars are clearing out. He parked in the back. So, I go and I start his car up and I move it closer. Not like if the fight right here, I moved it like it's one row right here, another row. I moved it about to the third row because we was like maybe in the sixth row in the back. So I moved it to the third row because I didn't want to be right up on the fight, but I did want to move closer, and I just left the lights on. So I see the security kind of breaking up the fight. Like, I see my boo thing, whatever, he fighting and stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking at him because he kind of looking a little good. You know, I don't know. Something about when the men be fighting. I don't know. It's kind of looking good. So, because at this point, somebody kind of snatched he had a white t-shirt on, and somebody kind of snatched it off. So his chest was kind of out. He was looking a little good. I'm just like, ooh, somebody ripped it all the way off. So, let me stop. I'm in the car rooting. Rip that bitch all the way off. I want to see the full body. That nigga was looking good, man. Lord, that man was so good. Anyways, but so I'm sitting in there. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, should I run him over? So I'm just playing. I'm just sitting in there looking or whatever. So I see out of the scuffle or whatever, I see Scrap kind of coming out of it. He must have spotted the car. So he run to the car, y'all. He run to the car. So I'm like, don't get in this car. Like, no. Like, no. Because he got this big black truck. So he knew that it was like a Boothang car. So he run to the car. Mind you, some of the people are coming out of the crowd kind of like chasing him. So I'm like, don't get in this car. Mind you, I always do this. It don't matter who car I get in, I automatically lock the doors when I'm in the front seat or the passenger seat. Because I don't like people being able to walk up and just open the door. So when he ran to the car, I'm like, oh no, hell no. He pulling on the handle and I'm like, don't get in this car. No. And I can hear him like, open up the door or whatever. And I'm just like, no. But I was so shocked that I didn't even get a chance to unlock it. I forgot that it was even locked. I'm just sitting here. So next thing you know, the people had ran up and they still was trying to fight him. So my boo thing, the security and all his people, they running up. So now they fighting on the car, y'all. So they rocking the car. So I'm like, oh hell no, y'all. So the car was already started. So I drove up to move. So now I guess they thinking like, mind you, the car is tinted. So they don't see who in the car. If it's girls or guys, they don't see who in the car. I guess at this point they thinking like, all right, well whoever is in this car is definitely with them. So I'm like, oh heck no. So next thing you know, because the car started, the lights is on. I see somebody running over that ain't with us, and I see him, lift up his shirt, and it's a thing right there. So I'm like, oh hell no! So I run on the window like, I'm like, babe, no, they got a gun. Come on, I'm trying to yell. Nobody is even really listening to me. So I hear one go off. So I'm like, oh fuck no, whatever. So one of them, like, I could tell who with us and who not with us. So one of the guys that was with girlfriend and them, I don't know if they thought they was about to, because mind you, I'm in the driver's seat. I don't know if they thought they was about to rob who they thought was with Scrap, or if they was trying to fight who they thought was in the car. I don't know what they thought they was about to do, but mind you, my window is still rolled down, but it is kind of dark. But so I guess they ran around. They didn't even peep like that I was a whole woman in the car or whatever. They ran around, so I thought it was the guy that had the thing on him. I know where my boo keep his thing right there, because of course they can't take it in the club. So I see him come around, y'all, because I see him in front of the lights. He trying to come around, y'all. Allegedly, because I'm not going to incriminate myself. I opened up that armrest and I grabbed it and I just flashed it like, nigga. Hold up. It's funny now, but it wasn't. Like, imagine this is the thing. So, I didn't even know if it was the same guy that had the thing. I just seen somebody run around. That's Dash. Hey Dash, you want to come in, Big Papa? So I just see him run around. So as soon as I see him run around, my first thing, I'm like, oh fuck no. I open up the thing, I grab the thing out, and my window still rolled down. Mind you, everything happened so quick, I didn't even have enough time to roll the window up because it's just too much going on. So when I see him run around, and I just flashed it up like, boy, you better get and he ducked, like he ducked, and I can hear him like getting low on the ground and running away, and I'm like, oh fuck no, y'all. I roll up the window, so I pull off some more, y'all, but I'm thinking like I can't pull off and leave them, like I can't take his car. So my friends and stuff, like, okay y'all, I know we was drunk, like, so they was kind of taking it serious, but they wasn't, because I was laughing too. So they laughing like, girl, why you pull the thing? Because mind you, I didn't pull it, allegedly. I didn't pull it and literally point it at him. I just flashed it like, boy, I got this thing. You better go. You better get away from me. Get the fuck on. I ain't got nothing to do with this. So I just kind of flashed it like sideways. I ain't pointed at him. I was just like, oh fuck, like you. Don't make me use this. Don't make me use it. So mind you, so now it's just kind of sitting on my lap because I just instantly took off. So I pulled off whatever. Somebody let off for like the security there, they have, you know what, so I think they let off one or whatever to just like tell everybody to break it up or what, I'm not sure. At that point that round kind of went off. Girlfriend people start scattering and they started running. My boo thinking, oh, I still got the thing in my hand. Let me put the gun down. So not. They start scattering. So my boo and them kind of stand there. They feel like they on their territory. So I guess they feel like they don't gotta leave because this they family stuff or whatever. So the girlfriend guys and stuff, like they all kind of scatter and I see them pulling off and stuff like that. My boo and them, they still just chilling, like kind of like picking up shit and all of that. But I'm telling them like, come on, let's go though. And you know my boo like, this my family shit. Like we
What you doing?
recording a video. What's going on?
Nothing. I was gonna pull up on you with a pint.
Yeah, give me they lamb chops and I want mac and cheese and a baked potato. Wait, and mashed potatoes. My bad, y'all got interrupted. But yeah, my dude, he want to linger around and shit. And I'm just thinking, like, ain't no lingering. Like, I know this your people spot, but, like, it's time to go. Like, did you not hear the song 20 minutes ago? It's time to go. You never know. They might pull back up and air this bitch out. Like, let's go. So, he finally listened to me. Like, I'm yelling at the window, telling him, let's go. Mind you, I'm getting out the car because at this point, I know I got to get out the driver's seat. So, I get out the car with his thing. Like, I'm still holding his thing. And I get out the car. I'm like, boo thing. Come on, let's go. Like I'm all talking with it. I'm like, you over here playing. I'm ready to go. They might come back and air this bitch out. My boo thing like,
Can you stop playing with that? Like, why'd you playing with my toy? Put that down.
I'm like, no, you need to. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. So he come laugh like,
Give me this for you take somebody's head off.
I'm like, shit, I'm just saying, babe, you know I'm ride or die. I'm ride or die. He was like,
You was about to air that shit off of me?
I'm like, baby, you know I got you, babe. POP hold it down. Hell no, I was not. I got nervous because I thought they was coming for me, so that's why I had it. But shit, I was gonna go ghost for your ass, and I was just playing. But so we get in the car. They was picking up like they chains and whatever else was on the floor. I seen $20 on the floor. I politely put my foot on top of that and scooted it my way because pain and suffering. This my $20. And for y'all to be big ballers, I needed more money to fall out. Give my little 20. Okay, took my little $20, y'all. I'm for real. I'm not playing. I'm not leaving that 20 on the ground. That's mine. So we getting in the car. So chaotic, even though he didn't fault y'all, he got like a little cut above his eyebrow. Nothing major, just like a little cut above his eyebrow. So he got that. So he get in the car like, babe, he talking to like my one homegirl that he like. He playing. He like, babe, look what they did to my head. Can you rub it for me? Can you nurse me back to health? Like laughing and playing. So we laughing like, cause she like, come here, come to mama, like playing, and she's just taking a napkin and like wiping it up. So I'm like, we're scrap at or whatever. So he like,
that nigga got into the other homie car like he good, everybody good, like my cousin stuff good. We about to pull off.
So we ended up pulling off with the rest of everybody. Like, you know, we take off and stuff. So we go back to not the cousin house where we first met up at, the second house where we was drinking and stuff. We go back there, so everybody kind of beat us there. We was one of the last people to leave. Why, I don't know. So we meet up there, so everybody, we go in the house, everybody just in there, whatever. They trying to figure out what's going on. Scrap, I look at Scrap and I'm like, Scrap, you don't know how to scrap? Because I knew he would probably have one black eye because the one guy did run up on him and snuck him and hit him. But his face, y'all remember Don't Be a Menace?
Get some backup. So we went over to our homie O.
Where they was jumping on old boy face and he was flat to the ground. His face was so knotted up though, y'all. I was like, did you fight back at all? Did you do anything? I was like, oh, you good? So I was like, you okay, Scrap? He like, yeah. I'm like, So my other homegirl, she was like, you should have just left that girl alone. And I'm like, oh, girl, shut little girl. So Chaotic was like, that was that girl that you was messing with. That was her nigga people, huh? That was. And my boo thing was like,
Yeah, like we heard them over there talking, like, she was mad because Scrap called her out her name and bumped her drink and stuff. Like,
so Chaotic was looking at Scrap like, here I am fighting because I thought them niggas was just trying to press you, and you was really just being disrespectful. That's why they was pressing you like that. So everybody like, right, like, yeah, he kind of like started it, like, cause he should have left old girl alone, like. And I'm like, yeah, like, we all entering our 2 cents. I'm like, yeah, when I was talking to the girl in the bathroom, she was telling me that she told Scrap that she had a boyfriend, and Scrap got mad and started disrespecting her and calling her out her name. So everybody looking at Scrap like, bro, you the reason we got into it, mind you, because everybody letting everybody else know that it was quote unquote Scrap fault that the fight happened. Now the cousin who birthday was, he pissed, y'all. He mad, like, them niggas took, like, I guess in the midst of fighting, like, his chains, he had 2 chains on, they came off, and he said that the niggas took his chain because it was nowhere to be found. Like, it could have fell off in the grass, dirt somewhere, and maybe he just couldn't find it. But he like, now them niggas took my chain. I just bought them bitches for my birthday. You the reason why. Look at my shoes. Like, he had some nice new Gucci shoes. You could tell he brought them straight out the box for his birthday. He like, look at my shoes. Now he mad. He all in Scrap face. And Scrap like, man, y'all don't be tripping on me. Now, it ain't my fault. Like, that bitch was just mad. And he like, see, that's your problem. This the cousin. He and Scarface like, that's your fucking problem, nigga. You disrespectful as fuck. You don't know how to control your mouth. And now it's my birthday, and I'm out here looking crazy because the cousin who birthed Dash. The cousin birthday who it was, he had like a couple like scratches. It was like 3 scratches, like somebody scratched him like this. He had some scratches. You could tell his nose was bleeding because he had like that dried up ring blood. Dash. He had that dried up ring blood around his nose or whatever, and his lip had like a little cut and stuff. It must have was bleeding or a cut because it started getting swollen. So he mad, like, I got shit to do. He had his birthday dinner. I'm just overhearing the stuff that he said. He's like, I got my fucking birthday dinner tomorrow, and how the fuck I'm supposed to go there looking like this? You get on my nerves. It's always you. And in the midst of him doing all that, he bumped like Scrap again. So Scrap get up, y'all, and he automatically pushed cousin. So when he pushed. So when Scrap had pushed him, I guess, mind you, like I said, my boo thing introduced Scrap as his friend, but like, as long as I've been around, like these past 4 months, I've never seen Scrap. Now, I knew that the cousin was his blood cousin. So when Scrap had pushed cousin, even though cousin kind of like hit him first, like, he didn't even hit him first. It's like when he was doing stuff with his hand, it was like moving, like, he was up here with it, like doing little stuff up here or whatever. So even though the cousin kind of like nudged him first, when Scrap pushed him, the cousin flew because it was the little cousin, and Scrap is way bigger than him. So when he pushed him, he flew. So Chaotic, my boo thing, and one of the other like friends that I remember of his, and another cousin maybe, I don't know, they all got up on like Scrap, like, what's up, like trying to fight him or whatever, because like, this is the cousin family. Like, you just a friend. Like, why would you push him that hard? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you could have told him like not to touch it. Well, I don't know. Like, if you feel like I don't know, whatever. They all walk up on him like trying to, like, they kind of pressing him like, don't be pushing my cousin. Next thing you know, one of the cousins or friend, I don't know who this guy was to the cousin, he just reached over all of them and like did like this and connected on the side of Scrap's face. So now, even though my boo thing was like up in his face, like, don't push my little cousin, I guess like when the big cousin hit him, he like, all right, y'all, no, like, no. He was trying to still separate them and break them up, like he didn't want them to fight. So even though my boo thing was trying to like separate them and break it up, the cousin, okay, the second cousin, we're going to call him the second cousin because I think this was the original cousin, big cousin as well. And there's too many names, so I'm going to say the second cousin. The second cousin is like a little bit older and he bigger. So even though my boo thing and Chaotic was kind of trying to separate them, the second cousin is a little bit bigger than all of them. So he still reached over my boo thing and hit Scrap again. So Scrap is trying to fight, which, I get he trying to defend himself. He end up hitting Chaotic. So Chaotic like, what the fuck? And Chaotic swung too. So I'm like, oh my God. So me and my friends, we in the back like, But I'm like, oh my God, it's too much going on. So we over with the rest of the girls because at some point the girl cousins kind of backed up over there with us, and all the boys kind of in the house started to try to break it up. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, you know what? Scrap, you need to go. Like, you need to go. So they trying to break up the fight. Mind you, Scrap rolled with my boo thing and stuff or whatever. So, but I told you, we only went a couple blocks up. And I think Scrap car was at the cousin who he swung on house, like the first house or whatever. So they all fighting. So the second cousin is on him. Scrap on the floor. He getting pounded, pounded, pounded. So I'm feeling bad because I don't like to see guys fight for real. Like, it's too much. It's too much going on. So I really don't like to see that. But I'm thinking like, you know, what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just over there. So they fighting. And it's like my boo thing was still trying to like break it up. But in the midst of breaking up, he getting hit. So he getting mad. And he's pushing everybody and stuff, and there's a lot going on. And eventually Scrap ended up like getting up and he just dashed out the house. He run out the house or whatever. He run, like he started walking fast, like running down the street and stuff. So I'm like, oh my God. So everybody trying to collect their stuff again, like collect their thoughts. My boo thing at this point, I'm just like, I'm ready to go home, okay? So now I'm just like, oh my God, like, cause I'm still like drunk, but I'm sobering up, but I'm just like, how many fights gonna happen? Like, it's too much going on. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, you know. So my boo thing get me. He like, come on, get your friends and stuff. Like after a minute, cause they started straightening up back the house, cause the table got knocked over, the couch kind of flipped back a little bit. So they in the bathroom kind of cleaning up little blood and straightening themselves up and stuff. So we was there for a hot minute trying to put the pieces back together. So after that, my boo thing came over there like,
come on, get your friends. Come on, y'all ready to go?
so I'm just like, yeah, we definitely ready to go. So, you know, we take off. So my boo thing get chaotic. They hop in the front and me and my girls, we get in the back and we in the back like, cause now the music back on. We gotta get the fuck out. There's too much hood shit going on. Like, we gotta go. So as we pulling up, y'all, who do we see walking down the street? Cause mind you, the cousin, we had to go back to the cousin house cause chaotic car was there too. So the cousin who house it was, he still was back at the other house. So we see Scrap walking down the street or whatever because I guess he about to go to his car because we see him light up his car. So Chaotic like, there go that nigga. He done walked all the way over here because mind you, we was only a couple blocks over. But I guess he walked back. Well, I know he walked back. Chaotic like, there go that nigga. He walking back to his car. He looking stupid or whatever. So Chaotic just kind of like laughing and saying little stuff. So we end up getting in the car. Chaotic about to walk back to his car. And Scrap yell out like, y'all fake as fuck, you weak ass niggas. All I know is Chaotic take off, y'all. Mind you, let's say Scrap in his car's right here on this side of the street. Chaotic car, he was walking towards the opposite side of the street down this way. So Chaotic turned back around and run this way. And all I see is him run. He swung. This nigga Scrap fall out. I'm like, oh my God. Like, he can't win. This nigga is falling everywhere. So Chaotic like, yeah, what's up, niggas? I've been meaning to knock your ass out. You been saying shit. I let that shit from last week slide. So I'm like, oh, it's an ongoing beef. Like, this is some other shit that was going on too. He's like, you gonna keep talking. Like, he was just like this with it. Like, you gonna keep fucking talking. You gonna keep running your motherfucking mouth. I keep letting your ass slide, you bitch. Like, just talking. I'm like, Chaotic. I'm like, brother, I never seen you like this. Because Chaotic, he one of those people that once he mad, it's no stopping him. Because, like, he always cool. He always funny. He always in good spirits. Like, he the silly, goofy one. And it's like, once you piss him off, like, you know you fucked up. Like, one of those. So, my boo thing was trying to, like, get him. He, like,
Scrap, go on, get in the car. You better get in the car and pull off.
so by the time Scrap got in the car, he pulled off, like, real fast. Like, it was kind of like, he kind of, like, wobbled a little bit. Like, it was like, you know. And Chaotic like, I wish you would hit me. Like, talking shit as he pulled it off. And I'm just like... So Chaotic came back to the car because, mind you, my homegirls, they kind of was still sitting in the car because I was getting out, but I was standing by the door. And Chaotic came to my homegirls like, I need you to help really rub me. I need a massage now. My hand hurt. Like, you really got to take care of me now. Like, still back being funny. So we all kind of laughing like, you crazy as hell or whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, it's time to go home. And my boo was like,
You know, you still come back to my house cause shit, like, I think I need a massage too. Like, it's too much going on.
like, yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to your house. You know, I'm coming back to your house, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I did. You know, I went back to his house, you know. But it was some more drama with them, y'all. But we ain't gonna talk about it in this story time, okay? All right. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you are subscribed. But y'all already know. Until For the people that hate when I say until, because I know that's not the right word, but oh well, you don't got the right baby daddy, so whatever. Until next time. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.